And this film really struck into my heart because of a personal loss. And I wanted you to have this. I knew in my heart that you needed to have this for me.
Okay.
You don't have to open it right.
Con Gaby Cam y Javier Ibarreche.
I cried like an hour after the film and like half an hour during the film. How does that stop? I called my sisters. I was like, I cannot make it stop. Help me.
Wow.
I had a friend who cried, saw it, and then the next day we actually were working together, and he could not look at me without crying.
Oh, wow.
There's something
Happy
about
tears?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Good tears, needed tears. That's what I would say.
Needed tears. That's
And
good. That's true.
I would like to start by asking you, obviously referring to this film, what was the key to be an interpreter and not an imitator of these people? This question is for you too.
Oh, I mean, Mike, I could speak for you.
Go for it. I'm sure it'll be better than me. It'll be quicker
No,
for me.
no. I think we both have that. We talk a lot. But Mike was such an artist in his own, even as a fan, that he believed so much in Neil's music that, he even himself was like, wait, now I forgot your question.
What was the key?
What was your question?
What was the key not to imitate but to interpret?
Oh, yeah. So for Mike, it was like he wanted to inhabit so much of him and bring his own artistry to Neil. Like he wanted to open with Suleiman, which is like something that for Mike it was like, I want to be something that bigger than just an interpreter. I mean a impersonator. Yeah.
For me, like finding Mike, or just like any role, I feel like I learn from Mike, and in some ways Mike learns from me. I actively go into dream journals, I let my subconscious, and I try in a way to meld our spirits. And Craig was fantastic in helping me because it's a real person. There is a documentary. I was like, do I need to sound like him and look like him? And you're like, no. In the same way Mike didn't need to sound or look like Neil Diamond. It's this sort of marriage, it's this in-between place that connects, and that's what we went for.
Which leads me to a question for you. Where did making a film rather than the documentary itself allow you to go in terms of making the story to connect with everyone?
Well, I think the whole purpose of making the movie is can we take two normal, average, middle American, working class people and make their life epic and cinematic, give them that kind of treatment that would make it usually would be reserved for like superheroes or for great people in history, but instead, making this beautiful, intimate story into something that could also have these music numbers. I just felt that it was about time that we saw a movie that I grew up a lot on movies that were really about normal people that were living exceptional lives or incredible stories to their lives.
If there's one thing I take from Thunder and Lightning story is that art can actually save your life. So I wanted to ask you, as artists yourselves, has your own art and passions have ever saved your own life?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, sorry to jump in, but I mean, I think that I sometimes will meet troubled people but I see that they have an outlet of art, or they have an outlet of expressing themselves, and I usually get sad thinking about the people who don't have that in their life. We somehow lose it from childhood. We were. You get sad, and maybe a box of crayons could make you feel better. And somewhere along the line of growing up, we sometimes put those childish things away, thinking that they are just for your youth. But really, they're there to help you. Art is there to not only appreciate appreciating art, but also to create it.
Yeah, it's inspiring and it can lift you and everything, but the creative process can be both. It can save your life and it can destroy it. And I think that's kind of the beauty of fandom, is that an artist goes through this process that can be incredibly destructive at times, and they kind of come out of it with this piece of work, and then end up saving someone else's life. It's a pretty pretty. The right side of your brain is pretty phenomenal if you live in it, you know. And so I think it can do both. But in this movie, without it, they wouldn't know how to exist, you know. And with it allows them to find love and real like connection. And
I'm a big fan of Joseph Campbell, and he talks a lot about art, obviously, but he talks a lot about that song that is within you, and it could be art, it could be science, it could be gardening, it could be it doesn't really matter what it is. And what I love about this film, for these two, they're calling his music and entertaining. That's the thing that drives them and saves their life. But whatever that is, don't let go of it. I think that's the message of the movie.
Yeah, I love them. I'll tell you why I love the film in the end. But I wanted to ask you, because I love how they don't want to start with Sweet Caroline, because even though it's the most known song by Neil Diamond, it's not necessarily the one that represents him. So I wanted to ask you, the three of you, if you had to choose one Sweet Caroline from your filmography, that film that people know you from, and then a Salomon film, the one that represents you, which one would be? That was the first question that came into my head when I was watching the film.
All right, I'll start with mine. So obviously my Sweet Caroline is Hustle and Flow. So many people have come up to me and said that it's hard out here for a pimp. They can quote lines from the movie. But I would say that my Suleiman is this wild movie I made with Samuel L. Jackson and Christina Ricci called Black Snake Moan, that I personally love, and so many people that are fans love it. But yeah, not many people know about it, and they're like, "What? What is that about?" So that's my Suleiman. What about you?
Mine is hard, but I'm gonna say, because my Sweet Caroline, it's like there's two answers.
You've got two. Yeah.
It's like it's either Almost Famous or it's How to Lose a Guy. And it's almost like How to Lose a Guy because
my daughter just discovered it. It's like it never existed before.
It's just the
Also,
thing.
it
just makes everybody feel like good. It's like a comfort movie, you know. My Suleiman would be either. I also have two. It would be Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon. I loved that movie, and music that I did with Sia, because I thought that I loved that film, and yeah.
I think I've got a couple of Sweet Carolines.
Okay.
I mean, the obvious is Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because I've done that a lot. That would be at the top, but I get a lot of Greatest Showman too. Different kind of crowd, but generally, I think, what is my Suleiman?
I know your Suleiman.
Tell me.
Prisoners. There's a movie called Prisoners.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman did that is absolutely just
Oh my God,
riveting.
Prisoners.
Yeah.
You guys have like 1,000 Suleimans film. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. And Hugh, this film really struck into my heart because of a personal loss. And I wanted you to have this. I knew in my heart that you needed to have this for me.
Okay.
You don't have to open it right now, but I just want to say thank you. That's all I'm going to say.
That is so
you.
sweet. Thank you so
Nice
much.
nice meeting you too.
Sweet Caroline, the good times never seem so good. Oh boy.
Con Gaby Cam y Javier Ibarreche.